I am the Mainly Digger, and this is live. If you didn't know, I already found a structure. I knew it was a structure. I just confirmed today in my previous video that it actually was a structure and not a fence line. How I did this is I found square nails. I found a bunch of square nails, but it's where they were that mattered, and how many I found. So without a doubt, I definitely found a square nail or found a structure. Two viewers. Who's here? What's up? Definitely drinking some road sodas. But yeah, so I'm excited. Definitely confirmed that there was a structure there. I'm excited to see if I can find where the exit and entrances were, so I can definitely distinguish the boundaries or the parameters and just where the walls were. I just want to find where the walls were. What's up, finders keepers? What you been up to? But yeah, that's cool. Found, like I said, today all I found was square nails, a bunch of square nails, which is a good thing. I enjoy finding square nails. There's still snow on the ground here. It's not as much. Yesterday I went out. I didn't film at all, but I went out coin shooting, and it was a horrible fail because like it was 50 degrees, but there was so much snow on the ground. Like it all just like all that melting snow just kind of every hole I dug, like the water would just fill in. It was horrible, horrible. But yeah, it was 35 degrees today, so it was all right. It was all right. It was good digging. Um, Chilly, but not like cold cold. Um, but yeah, I'm like I don't know. Today was like a personal victory because I proved that there was something there. Oh, I haven't. Did you make a video, Finders Keepers? Did you make a video today? If you did, I'm sorry if I missed it. I'll have to go check. But yeah, no, today was a good day in general. I'm a little scruffy, but I have to shave or do something with this stuff. Like when you're in the military and you're on leave or vacation, it's tradition to grow out your beard because you're not allowed to grow out a beard. So like I can't stand it though. Like I'm gonna shave it soon or like do something or I cannot wait to see that video. Uh, for the three people that are here, so two of you finders keepers found some silver, and you gotta upload that video so we can watch it. But yeah, who else is here? It says there's three people here, and I got 2 likes. Thank you. But someday I'll find the coins. Someday I'll find the good stuff. But I'm happy with the square nails. I'm happy with what I found. Um, Kennedy Estates is producing, and it's good times. But yeah, nope. I gotta find something before I go back to Maine, though. That's my whole goal. Hey, Stanley Diggs, how you doing? Did you go digging today? But yeah, so I should like. I'm predicting that I find coins or buttons or anything of that value. But I'm happy with square nails. Like I really am. I found a structure today, or I found the perimeter of a structure. So what interests me is that it might be a blacksmith shop or a forge, which would be really cool. Hey, treasures of Texas. I'm here drinking a couple road sodas and talking to you guys. I would say I love digging and I love metal detecting, but I love research more. I love getting into the information. Like I love the information. I love knowing that a spot I've passed 100 times, like 100 years ago was something big. Or I don't know. I love history. I love research in history, but it's fun, and it's fun to research that stuff. But yeah, um, like I can't like in June. I'm going home in June, back to Maine in June, and I can't wait to bring. I can't wait to go back and do more stuff there. It's funny, like the UK. Every video I see of digging in the UK, they always find good stuff. Like y'all trip over stuff and find it, and it's like I wish it was like that here, and it's probably not like that there. It's probably just videos and whatever, but it's like I love watching the UK videos. I bet you have what part of Texas are you from? I was stationed at Fort Hood in Killeen, so like that's another thing. Texas, everybody says Texas gets hot. Texas absolutely gets hot, but in the winter, it is absolutely cold. It's a different type of cold. Well, at least in Killeen, like it was like an icy, like chilly. It was bad. Yeah, I don't know where Alvin is in Texas. I know Killeen. Um, I know Austin. I know Austin pretty well, and San Antonio, just San Antonio, the Riverwalk. But yeah, other than that, I can get out in Texas that much. And the fact that there's no trees in Killeen, or in Fort Hood. There's no like actual shrubs to hide or cover the wind. It's horrible. It's so bad. Austin was a good time. Austin was a good time. I think I was only there once, but like, yeah, Sixth Street is where it's at. Entertaining, so much entertainment on Sixth Street in general. You don't even have to go to the bars. Just like walk on the street on a weekend because they shut down Sixth Street during the weekend, so like people can walk around and stuff like that. It's good times, good times. I don't know about the bike rallies, but Gettysburg after the because the battle was on the July 1st, second, and third. After the first, second, and third, which is the reenactments, they have Bike Week, and it's so much fun. Like there's so many people and so many bikers during that time that it's crazy. It's a crazy time, and it like the bikers like they'll stay everywhere. So like we'll get them here in Chambersburg, which is like 45 minutes away, and then and everywhere else. So they're going to Gettysburg. Traffic's pretty bad, but it's still a good time. It's entertaining. Yeah, and Gettysburg, obviously the reenactments are a big thing, and they're so much fun. They're so much fun. Just go watch and see. What's Yuba City? Lost things. Just join the chat. Hey, lost things. But another good party town is Tucson. It's smaller, but like Sixth Street or Austin has Sixth Street. Tucson, Arizona has Fourth Ave, and it's the same concept. Like they shut it down. It's much more smaller. There's like 4 bars. It's near the college. Um, Tucson in general is just a party city. It's a good place to go if you're single. Yeah. I've only heard good things about Galveston. I'd love to go to Galveston, especially metal detecting. And I'd love to go there. Just to go there. Texas, I didn't really like Texas that much. I would go back, but it's just like it's not. I don't know. It was Like, at least I didn't like Fort Hood or Killeen, but that's any military town, city. I did. I went to Austin. Austin was fun. San Antonio, I had a blast. I was really let down at the Alamo, and I knew I would be because, if there was a battle there, like I like the traditional history there. But that's not how the Alamo is set up. There's not much left of the Alamo that was there during the battle. It's a very pretty spot, and there's still a lot of history there. I just like what got me is that like where the original like fortification or walls were, it's now a wax museum, and it's like really. But other than that, San Antonio was amazing. I did enjoy San Antonio. I was just let down by the lack of keeping history the way it was. But that's just me. The Alamo has been commercialized. Like it's turned into a botanical garden is what it's turned into, and it bugs me. It bugs me a lot. Yeah, I never got into like the college football in Texas. It's huge. It's big. I just never like I was either training or never was around or for whatever reason. I'm trying to think of where else I've been in Texas. Schlitterbahn, which is a water park. That was good. That was a good time. Um, SeaWorld. How could I forget SeaWorld? SeaWorld was a blast. I had a blast at SeaWorld, which is also in San Antonio. I had a blast at SeaWorld. SeaWorld was a good time. I've been to the one in San Antonio and the one in San Diego. Yeah, it the Alamo, like, and I couldn't really like I was disappointed, but I couldn't really understand. Like I couldn't describe why I was disappointed by the Alamo, but mainly because it just like they didn't preserve the history. The city grew up around the Alamo, and they've had to adjust the history around the city growing up. I don't know. It's weird. It's just me. No, I did not go to Green Hall at all. My wife and I did walk around the San Antonio a little bit around the Alamo, and I was surprised that there was a lot of German stuff there. And from there, I learned that Germans immigrated into Texas. But like, I was surprised at the German names, and I mean, it's a cool part of history that I didn't know about until I was actually there and saw the names and decided to do some research. But yeah, I'm definitely going back to the Kennedy Estates tomorrow. Same spot I was today. Or maybe I don't know. I always have a great game plan and I never stay by the game plan. I never got to go there. I knew like there was a lot of I found out there was a lot of German immigrants there, but or like they immigrated there. But I don't know why that surprised me so much, but it did. Yeah, but other things I want to do while I'm here is there's a slave or freed slave cemetery fairly close. I want to do a or not a live stream. I want to do a video there because it's from like the 17 and 1800s. So that'll be pretty cool. It's. I wish I like when spring comes along. I'll be able to do more stuff at the Kennedy Estates, and a lot of it has to do. Even though the owner doesn't really care where I dig, a lot of it has to do with the care of their property and not digging shitty plugs. Like in the field, it doesn't matter. I can dig all day long, and they don't care. But like the closer like to the barn or their house I get, the more I want to be careful with the plugs I dig because that I mean they don't care, but I do. How's it going, NYC? Uh, so yeah, the Kennedy states the closer to spring it gets, the better. The more I can more adventurous stuff I can do. Like I can go in the creek, or I can go in different parts that I can access. There's so much more to the property that I haven't shown you, and it's an amazing property. I can't even describe it. I wish I could just do like I can. I might do a whole video of just the property itself, but I don't know. I don't know. The best find I have found um, is actually, and that all depends on like how you categorize your finds. Like the structure I found, that is an amazing to me. That is an amazing historically. It's amazing. It's undocumented, and I've sent all that information up to the historical society. What they choose or choose not to do with it is on them. But it's an amazing. Um, the the video that I had posted for a long time and it didn't do anything, so I took it down for other reasons. But is I found a silver or pewter tankard that was it didn't look like a tankard, like it had been in the water, and it's on the property. I called it the soccer mom field, which is next to the Nieder House, or excuse me, the property I'm on now, the Kennedy Estates. This huge soccer field, and the creek goes around it. I found it in the creek, like on not quite on the bank, but that dates to the 17th or 18th century, or I mean 17 or 1800s. Um, to me, that's historically amazing, and I gave that to the property owner so they can do whatever they want with it, and they intend to make like a um, they're trying to make a cultural center and put the history into it because the current historical society doesn't want to do anything at all. So it is what it is. I have no idea what kind of structure it was or it is, because there's a couple things with this estate during the 1800s, or even like late 1700s. There was two different owners, and they both would buy slaves and then free them. And depending on who you talk to or what you read, they would allow the freed slaves to stay on the property. And so there is a house estate from that time period on the property that I haven't found yet. So this structure might be that, or it might just be a farming, like a shed or where a blacksmith was or a forge was. There's so much stuff about that property that I can't that's just there's just so much history to that property. So I can't tell if it was a home site or just like a shed. No, I was on active duty for 12 years. I was stationed at Fort Hood from '07 to 2010. And then I was stationed in Alaska for a while. I got off active duty, went to the reserves, and I was home in Maine. I'm from Maine, mainly digger. And I'm in Pennsylvania right now. I'm in Chambersburg. And on it's their active duty military orders, but I'm still in the reserves. No, they don't plow the field. It hasn't been plowed in years. Years, at least. I would say at least 20 years. Um, Wainwright. Fort Wainwright. Interesting place. Um, Especially for like I love the outdoor stuff. Like Alaska, that far north isn't for me. I figured that out so quickly that not for me at all. Oh, 3 years there. I was with 321 or 3-21. It was any place where you need to put equipment on your car or vehicle for it to run during the winter. You shouldn't live there at all. It was 2 hours away from the Arctic Circle. Like interesting place to live. I used to joke because it was right around like when World War Z it was a film about zombies. I used to joke around like the zombie apocalypse already hit, but it hit in Alaska, but it was too cold, so like the the locals that were around were already zombies. They look like zombies, but I don't know. It's a personal joke, I guess. I thought it was hilarious. But yeah. This I'm not. I'll just tell this joke the way it is. Y'all take it how it is. So when I first got to Alaska, someone was showing me around, and they they would point people out and call them natives. And I was like, that's not what I see as a native. And I was like, so what makes them a native? And they were like, they're intoxicated. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. But as I lived there longer, it made sense. That's kitty gloves. That's the best way I could put it. How many acres? That's I would say in total, because there's a part that the pro like that was donated to. It's a soccer mom field that it was donated to the Chambersburg. I would say over 8, maybe 10, maybe 15. It's a huge area, and it's surrounded by public land also. So it like you don't. It's hard to say, and plus the creek runs through it, and there's 2 islands there too in the creek. So like I can't wait. I can't wait till spring. I cannot wait till spring. I tried crossing the water once and I fell in, so I'm gonna step away from that until there's not snow and it's not frosty. So I'm so excited. I can't wait till spring. I cannot wait. I want to hit the 2 islands up really hard, just to see what's on there. Like that just seems cool to me. Um, and also the big thing about the soccer mom field, that's where the 104 Cav used to shoot, and that's where the structure is, the weird structure that was in I think 2 of my videos. Um, and I think that spot was a mill too, because that structure was there before 1900. So I don't know that structure. Like I'm obsessed with that structure. But behind that structure is an island, and there's a little hill, and I want to go up that hill and kind of do like a scale it and look around and see and look for bullets. But we'll see. But that should be fun. but that's in spring or whenever it warms up. All right, last thing. See you around. All right, Texas. See you. See you around. What other adventures? Metal or not metal tech? Magnet fishing. I want to do a lot of magnet fishing. This 2 weeks, if it warms up, I want to go out. Just there's the one bridge I want to go to, definitely want to go to. That's I'd say it's over 100 years old. It's a 1-lane bridge, stone structure, and it's just cool. It's just cool looking. I've already done a video on it, but I didn't get anything. It was a junk video. But there's multiple bridges along the creek that I want to go along and magnet fish, as well as the creek on the Kennedy Estates. Dog is my co-pirate. So you're definitely going digging tomorrow? Hey, Dipper dudes. Yeah, so I'm definitely going magnet fishing on my 2 weeks off. We'll see that how that goes. If it warms up enough for me to go magnet fishing, I will definitely go magnet fishing. I love doing magnet fishing because it like you don't need all the gear. You just have your magnet and you drive around, putz around, and see what you can find. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of docks in Chambersburg or in this area that I know of. There's probably a lot. I just don't know about them. So we'll see how that goes. I hope I get some nice finds. Even then, I just clean up the rivers and the waterways. That's what I love about magnet fishing. I can just pull stuff up. If it's junk, I throw it. If it's not, I keep it. You doing digging next week? That'll be cool. You got any good spots? You got any like hopefuls? There's another thing. My back. I've been digging too much. My back is starting to hurt. I gotta slow down and find a different way. Probably get a bigger shovel or a longer shovel, but we'll see. Yeah. So trying to think of other places I can go here. Maybe I'll go back to some of the beaches I went to and where I didn't find anything and go over them with a Garrett. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not that kind with my scrap. Like I'll turn it in, but like whatever money I make goes to digging or metal detecting or whatever else I need at that time. Like I support because like my wife and kids are in Maine and I'm in here, so I have two households that I have to support. And it's not that hard. It's like I'm not going through hard times. It's like my money's short, very short. So I have to. I'm very frugal with my funds, but yeah, and especially in Maine. Maine, I only know about the economy in Maine, um, but like taxes in Maine, property taxes, especially now, property taxes are going up. Maine's probably one of the in the top, not the top, but it's in the top for taxes. It's ridiculous. So that's what I have to go back to or look forward to going back to. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yes, at least we get to clean up and recycle. I like it always gets me because, like, just walking around in the woods, I find these like homeless, like where homeless people have stayed, and you just see all these cans, all these 5, 10 cent cans, bottles, and stuff, and it's like, oh my god, like you could probably, I don't know, that's food, that's money, that's change in your pocket, and like if you just if they just recycle it, and like everywhere I've lived or and like because I lived in Maine, um, Michigan, Arizona, like you could recycle that and make money off of it. And like that's what the homeless people in Maine do. Like they're like, oh, give me your cans, or like, hey, when you see any cans and you exchange information. But I guess they don't do that here. I don't know. All right, dog is my co-pirate. You have a good day. Cheers, sir. Cheers. I just bought some Garrett headphones. I actually have the box here. I love these. I love them. They're great. I don't like the extra wire, but like I work around it. And it's nothing special. It's just like the your basic model, but I love it. It's fun. It's quiet. You don't get all that extra noise. I kind of like. I want to take a trip to like the bigger cities, or like to Philadelphia, but I really don't. I hate big cities. I hate large groups of people. So like I know what will happen. I'll just get frustrated and irritated at people, and but I still want to do it. Just see the history, but Montana sounds like a good place to go. Um, Maine's a beautiful place, and it's a great place to visit. And if you have money, it's a great place to live. But you have to work. You have to work a lot. So like everybody's like, oh, I took like I. It always bugs me, like especially during the summertime. Like I'll talk to my relatives that live in Michigan or somewhere else, and they're like, "Oh, we're taking a vacation. Why don't you come with us?" No, I got to work. Like I have to work. Or like they'll come to Maine and I can only spend like the weekend with them, and then I'll be like, I got to work. Sorry, it's like I can't go take you out here and do this and do that. I got to work. But it is what it is. It's where I chose to live. It's my own fault. What gets me though is like instead of like our town government, instead of making decisions on how to lower the taxes or not taxes at all on certain stuff, they right now they're arguing about um, plastic bags and plastic shopping bags. That is the biggest argument right now. That is what they're discussing in our town government. That's the argument, and they're arguing hard about it. I don't care. I really don't. I'm more worried about my property tax and having to pay more than some plastic bag in a grocery store. I mean, I'm glad I wouldn't say I'm glad I'm not there right now, but it bugs me. It bugs me. Yeah, Maine politics. It is what it is. Back to metal detecting and whatever. I like to go to. I don't know if this is going to happen, but like I guess Jersey or the Jersey Shore is pretty close. I'd love to go there. That's a drive though. I don't know about that. Um, I'd love to go down in Maryland because like I'm right on the border. I'm right on the line. That'd be fun. Molly G, where are you from in Maine? See, this is funny. This is always a fun game to play because like I've lived in Maine a long time, but even to this day, people are like, I'm from this part of Maine, and I have no idea where they're from. And that's just Maine. Like they'll name a town, and I'll be like, I have no idea what that is or where that at all. Local parks, not really. I haven't really tried it. I've gone to the Portland. Portland. I know where Portland is. Are you a true Mainer or are you a flatlander from somewhere else? I dog is my co-pirate. But yeah, I did the kids park behind my house. I didn't really find anything. It was just, but I wasn't really looking. It was just a day to get out, and when I was working, and I just kind of ventured out there. Portland, Maine. People think like Portland should be the capital of Maine because it is a very large city in Maine. If you know, Augusta is the capital of Maine. Um, I would disagree. Portland should not be the capital of Maine. Um, but I mean, I don't know. Portland is Portland. It is. I go there to shop, and that's about it. There's a lot of places to shop in Portland. If you haven't watched my videos, a flatlander is someone who's not from Maine, um, and comes to Maine. Like I would still be considered a flatlander because I was not born and raised, or I wasn't born in Maine. Um, but it is what it is. No, flatlander. Flat earthers can completely different individual. Um, but yeah, no, different like flatlanders. Someone like, especially if they come from Massachusetts or someplace like Massachusetts, they have different ideas on how Maine should be run, and it doesn't always comply with the people around or Mainers. I like flat earthers. Completely different, and that's a completely different vlog right there. But so like there are some people in Maine who consider, I would say, anybody from like Portland down a flatlander and not really a Mainer. I don't really care, but like there's some people who argue that point to the like nonstop, um, and will argue that they're not actual Mainers, but it's a part of Maine, so they're Mainers. Um, yeah, Maine is something. I miss Maine so much. I can't wait to go home. I can't wait. I go home in June. Or well, before June. June 1st is the last day I'm in Pennsylvania. I had fun here, but I need to go home. Go back to Maine. Go back to Waterville. So you guys got any interesting, hopeful places that you're detecting this week or this weekend? Sunday, tomorrow, Sunday, yeah. So we'll see. I Yeah, I'm just thinking because my days are off because I'm on vacation right now. So Today, I know today is, I have to think about it. Today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. I have to make an effort to like make sure I'm on the right day. Yeah, so I can't tomorrow. I'll definitely get back out to Kennedy States. I don't know how long because I'm trying to save my back because my like I can't. I want to dig for hours and hours and hours, but I'll get to 2 hours and be like, I need to not. I need to. My back's hurting right now, so it'll be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait till spring so I can get to the barn. And maybe I'll do a couple videos of like exploring the barn. I'll have to ask the property owner. But that barn is from the 1800s, 1700s, possibly. And it's the shape of the barn is weird because it's not like because it's not a normal shape grain barn, which is what it was used for, and then it was used for a dairy barn. Like the shape of the barn is off. It's different. Um, and I don't know why. I hate shift work. I absolutely hate shift work. And I hate doing overtime on shift work. It's just like at BIW Bath Ironworks, that's where I work in Maine. Like overtime it's worth your time. Like on Sunday, it's double overtime. So you work 6 hours, but you actually make 12 hours, but on overtime pay. And it's completely worth your time. Saturday's not like that. You just work, your regular hours and you get overtime for it, but you don't get double overtime for it. Oh yeah, true. But like I'm just excited to get back to Maine, even though there's taxes and Maine's expensive. But see my family and my kids, be home. I don't know how much video I'm gonna get when I get home or detecting I'll do, but we'll see what happens. But that's in June, and this is now. And my kids, I have two kids. Both I have two daughters. One is 8, and one is just turned 3. They're absolutely hysterical. Like they're exactly like me, but they're the two different parts of me. Their personalities are me, but just the exact opposites. They're hilarious. Um, yeah, my absolutely hilarious. My 8-year-old loves dinosaurs. Absolutely loves dinosaurs. Could tell you the like exact everything about all the dinosaurs you could ever think of, like and not think of. Like when I went home last time on my vacation, like I didn't read to her; she read to me, and would just statistics and facts about dinosaurs until I would have to be like, okay, all right, it's bedtime, done. But yeah, loves dinosaurs. My 3-year-old just loves. She has her own personality. She's hilarious. Yeah, but all right, I've run out of things to talk about. I'll see y'all later. I'll make a video tomorrow. I'm gonna go detecting and make a video. Probably gonna go to sleep right now. Y'all have a good evening. Metal Sharks just showed up. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to sleep, or I don't know. I'll see what else. All right. See y'all later.